So ends I'm saying I had to pay a lot of price for
knowledge,
small
yes.
things. More most things selfish. Nke a boditse tsona. And problem the tlhalo society le batho ba khropana wa child because as I told you I suffer from I don't know how to categorize this thing. Age what problem ka batho gore ba khona tloela so number like some of us like on a business journey you can suffer for 10 years. Do you know that? Or even more. You must check even what working mogala ba rileng KFC or maybe many other known established companies, body LV, whatever. They started in to the they didn't start get success.
Jaga.
My talk, Philip.
I'm not did you?
Long time, my talk. Long time. Do
you remember the first time we met, dog?
Yo, you may see in future college.
Oh, man.
What was it? I think it's 2017 there.
No, it wasn't 17. Nearly 18. That's September.
Yeah, on my second annual, ne? What was it?
We met. Hopefully, one of your homies.
Yes. Yeah.
Hopefully, I really vend.
Yes. Kaupol. Nearly kadi Konkangala. Is it the same place?
No. Could nearly DP shut down or something.
I'm gonna get let me see.
I was hopeful.
Let's hope like range.
I want fit because I'm gonna valid gigs guys. Nigga performer da. If we not a number za composer no ya kumbuka.
Sure. Because now go pull a very old thing go flying ya go bookile. The booking went on, everything was okay. But when I got you could not sell up again now.
The first event down.
Yeah.
Bookile. Kila no bookile wo Jaivan. Or what that complex like
oh Kangala zone complex. Yeah.
And then got nearly the one in or another one or before
December.
Before the end of December.
Yeah,
was up eventing. I think it was on a Sunday.
Sure.
Yeah, that one I couldn't make it.
Oh yeah. Fair my talk.
I'm not.
Long time. Long time.
We're still here, dog.
Long time. Good to see you, my brother.
I'm a dog. You've come a long way.
I should fit. And I can't get you guys on a common ring a crane because I didn't go to maybe a platform of expression. Yeah. But for a good cause, of course. So yeah.
Marupeloli busy.
I should fit. Guys. You know when you set the goal, automatically, wali pressure. Not pressure, but your own deadlines. No, by this time, the time frame. So, what like you, what you are really dealing with, because you cannot publish a real time experience. No, guys, no happy stress again 1 2 3, or push again 1 2 3. So, go on to keep a motivated. But otherwise, in fact, it's goals. I can say, it's goals.
Maru busy guy, Jack.
Maybe okay, briefly.
Yeah.
Where do you want us to start? Because
so probably like people that are watching this interview, most of them they probably don't know you, né?
Yeah.
So currently what I'm doing is I'm interviewing just people in the industry, but you feel like people are not sharing the right information, you know. Okay. And I know you're very good at what you're doing. Like you're a music promoter. Sure. And sometimes I get artists, they hit me up, what are you? Can I go book you work but to perform? I understand. And people actually don't understand what actually goes behind booking an artist on the line.
Okay.
But before we get into that part of the interview, I just want you to give people like a bit of background about you, like where you come from, and how did you end up in like entertainment industry?
Yeah, well, not Chini I can fit to it started 2017 August. Negi petala pete celebration ko kasi aka war ke kalinen ko refill ne.
Yeah.
Like my own pete.
So refill it's a real place, ne?
Yeah, it is.
You go the river.
Yes, it's based on there is a mine.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just that because the camera setup it's not the one.
But
but content it correlates with the environment. Yeah.
Okay.
So yes, I'm fit too. And part of my life also Konkangala. Because it's like my mother side Kerefile, my family side end up in the my father side Ibile Ibako Konkangala. That's why the family in fit today rezone is Yes, goes kwa mama how kwa
But
all
the
those
place,
kind of
it's
things.
not too far apart, ne?
Good 20 minutes.
Or 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Okay.
plus or less
Okay.
somewhere there. So you can say thing more promo spread. It's almost promo spread.
Yeah, Brongo.
Yeah. So part of my life, high school, my high school life, kikene ra ku Nkangala. Anthola. So ka 2017 e betha birthday celebration ak. Ka bitsa teacher Javani, ka bitsa le some comedians. And then that day, when I always loved music. Negel DJ, in fact, ka 2014.
Oh, no DJ.
Negel DJ. Yeah, so you're asking an interesting question because when I tell people how I became an event organizer, they're all like, really? So, get the point that no DJ, also DJ. So you will understand really this example that I'm about to give you. DJ ya go gigi, e prepare a playlist.
Yes.
Ka go le ko beta, go tell stuff sa. Again, let's talk about a person who is a producer. Like I'm not a producer. That time.
Yeah.
Negi rely on music collection.
Yes.
I know there's a music collection that it title. Hona le Kabza, hona le Mtu, hona le Bongza.
Yeah.
Or you understand? There's
That's right.
producers, Selo, Calvin Mo, So now what I did is I converted my playlist to actual artists.
Biang.
If let's say Negilo Dala, those artists featuring example now instead of playing them, I'm gonna book them
Okay.
to come and play. So all the time when I'm hosting, it's a playlist that I'm giving you if I was to play for you. Yeah.
Okay.
Until if I was booked to come and play, that's the kind of music that day, that hour I was gonna give you. So now I converted to a show.
That's
to an experience. So like okay, that's why line up they change. So ba vale mood because I'm on to private school, piano and a little bit of commercial, but originally from private school, really, like that's where my heart is.
Just want to know Bugabo Jaivani.
And then Jaivani Explorer to other artists, Kamita Bom to TRP, which became my partner for other businesses, which I'll briefly get to elaborate on. So to TRP and Bongza, ke batho le hore vele ba nthusa gore ke be inspiration or ke bule brand ya after my birthday celebration. Yeah, so
Urabomdu.
Yeah, TRP, yeah.
2017.
2017.
So 2017 in South Tapian.
So ke qadile ka bo Jaivane bo MFR Solo.
Mara so 2017 in South Tapian ne.
Bo Mtu. Yeah, nentle piano, but nele number net nesing ki
be officialize be piano ne.
Bo DJ talks, go bona batho le like ba betha private school e la vele ka re itile nyana nthola. So expensive music. So another description would be expensive music.
Expensive music.
Yeah. So that time, unfortunately, now I did it for love. Because it was something that I was doing it for my own love of music. Then people are also they're starting to love this thing. And DJ and tell about the slot thing. I'm not a person like that because not really. I'm more attracted always on a business side. Like always, if maybe I was to choose for a DJ or a event organizer. Event organizer is just a title. You are a business person because the activities they involve exchange of money. I pay this person attracts so much people. I make so much profit margin. So it's just a title. That's why sites are serious because they really not in for certain things. So maybe our nice certain information.
Yeah,
it's better when you are in it for passion, number one, then business.
Or event organizing.
Event organizing. Yeah. It's business on its own.
Yeah, business. So you're saying, but you should treat it as a passion before business.
Yes, because if you start with a business, hoka loser like what fallout saying explain out like you won't continue. Or you won't even sacrifice further. But if you have passion, automatically, passionally vision, yeah, no check. You fetch passion in football, but the vision would be maybe we could FNB, maybe we could so something like that. So wasn't Felipe if you really in it for the love and passion. But if you start with a business, it's a problem.
Okay,
it's a problem, yeah.
So then that's basically how you became an event organizer
Yes.
from 2017.
From 2017 then 2018 but then ke hostela ko Nkangala so ke thomile ra ko Zwane complex so ko re pela gore ke ra it was because le ke nyako ko pleke le gore batho maybe ba bang abankitse like from Cullinan, yeah. So I needed a place along gore I'm just gonna start afresh immediately. Then get the prevalent, because it was the first time ke read event and all that, which is something a lot. Unfortunately, when I started, maybe ko batho ba bang ke thomile a bit higher or a bit advanced. Yeah, since I'm professional, can't know. Then I was still learning. That's why obviously there was mistakes. Sometimes mamang o paisa ki ing after that time fit on a sponsor when you start something like that. Hence I'm saying if it was not for passion, it wasn't gonna even make us meet today. In case I stayed for the past 10 years or no, sorry. 10 years is my experience in business because I started in 2015, but now I think it's like 7 years from 2017.
7-8 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, but 7. Let's say 7, yeah.
So it wasn't gonna last until this far. Let's be honest. Because and people don't know. They're just looking at the mistake. No sponsor. Imagine that time maybe say event maybe 60,000. Line up the barricades, the rider.
Yeah, you're right.
You understand? So that time we won. So I want it's a risk not vision and
the passion. What's the most you've ever lost? Or can I estimate?
Yeah, even 100K or 80K, depending. But that happened a while back when I was starting.
I'm sure people don't know.
No, it's sometimes it's going to console gore. Kiri into it.
And again to know
yeah, kiri into it. Gore set up yes. Give it to da. But into it. Wow, like normally we are different. We react different to situations. So now that time I didn't really feel it so much because I had the means to risk kayo na let's say but now I never got a job where consistent like say I'm a service provider, let's say we join 2 seconds 1 2 3 then I'll give you this much. Yeah, maybe let's say that month was busy with freelancing, then I can get on fund that in 20 then like the first time. I understand. Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people know this, but I think nearly second event down Noka gate taking.
Yeah, it was I think it was a third one.
Third one,
yeah. And that flop, so I want to tell me why you to Jola Matomaker give first time we arrive. We have about 12 people me but la ira grand, mas kaya pa. Kaya magtalag ma security jo. Cause what wa na fano mo yani. I want a event. I've been certificate I was born in 1994, so do the math or ka 2017.
7 years back.
Nagina mo kam ka. 23. So you can imagine, but which is a problem.
Business.
Yeah, one of the issues that society pilango nali. Yeah, whatever you can call it. But instead of motor abe satisfied ka service ya gae. O tlo tla ka lebelle hore ke ngwana or ke ngabona, so one of those things. But never covered from that. So I think that's one of the bad experiences I had because it went as far as even in my transport businesses where I was the first youngest black to be doing cross-border at Johannesburg Park Station, which is a story that I will later on also share with you.
Oh, so more okay, yeah.
Victim previously, but now it's getting better with time and age and experience on how to avoid certain things because but I because of knowledge, but because we are too young for. I get waiting for to a young person can make it. That's what I can say. Yeah. So it is a problem. Those poverty perceptions, unfortunately. We are not surprised when we see a 13-year-old that drive a Ferrari. Like, oh, why? So we still have a long way to go. Unfortunately, because when maybe energy or when we into or we were willing to risk to a certain degree. Along the ways you fail, maybe you're not quite success. Maybe the fact that you once tried to own something, even if you failed, but the fact that you had that nerve to do it at that age it becomes disturbing what
Yeah.
so yeah, those are kind of the things that
Joe, you know, where do you get that thing from such a young age or risk? Because most of us is like Batoba, like as most of us think you can do it. We believe for Sanso Spana or Arna that thing or age, nothing 23 years, una track.
Sure.
Do logistics cross border. So we can guy that thing.
Maybe because let me give you a scenario. Polo, like I don't have any other talents like body skill, matsoho wise, but to think. So like creative thinking. That's why I like problems. And we pona bang, we pon ka wena PC, pona go to some tomo. Like let's move advice. Fit you round 2 3 round. Then to fulfill. Then I want okay. Then no this thing I write like a new girl here. So I've got so many ideas. So look the creator on my own. Then maybe give it a so not because I get believe. Kidi to like it all. I mind to you risk into
risk,
because maybe we can identify it as a risk, but it's a trial. Like with intentions of wanting to fulfill it. Nobody starts something with intentions of finishing halfway. We all start something with a plan to finish it. Or let's say if you develop a goal, but feel the end goal so unfortunately with life processes sometimes you have to wait or maybe make mistakes and until we build. So I cannot say I can maybe say talent if when I'm looking at myself I thought I had golf I don't have those things. I can't really. But I'm that person that would look at the problem and come up with a solution. Maybe solution not by action because of the means, but solution by creative thinking on how to try and maneuver it.
Marjubenu, no such to have a brack or run a business across border at your age, like nearly logistics, innit?
Yeah, the logistics. I'm gonna say like booking well on book but I always like to. I was always inspired by millionaires, and I was always aware of it. Like when I was Kawasaki, Kawafula, so I was always aware of it. You cannot overly it's a big, a fixed amount. I understand. So
Fixed
you
amount,
need
or like
salary.
income one if
Yeah, its salary is fixed. You are 7,000. Look at it. So when you calculate 7,000, I cover your full needs for the month. Basic needs. I'm not talking about clothes or anything. Basic needs. Family, maybe some dependents or some compelling insurances, whatever you may call. It's not even enough. Especially like inflation. It's lose a value.
Like economy and no.
My fellow all 7,000 by number, but by value, 3,000.
Yeah.
So how are you gonna own maybe a mansion, for example, or how are you gonna own maybe the flower chain, the company, depending on your plan, what if everyone that's got goals. Or when you're going, how are you gonna meet those cars? How are you gonna buy those cars? How are you gonna buy what do you call maybe land? So you want because already what you're getting is fixed and it's limiting you from fulfilling what you really wanted. So it means now the system will choose for you. So now I'm always thinking outside the system. How can I? Maybe you can say the box. I'm not saying that thinking in the box. Situations are different. But
they were born in that situation.
They were born in that situation. The situation is from generation to generation. So let's say, for example, if maybe I was born in a privileged family, maybe with the plans that I have, I could have been at a different position. That's why I get it like more to this. It's not by choice, it's by circumstances. Yeah.
Maraveno, that mindset, would you say was panel? And the reason, maybe we can even go back to because you said what's an more business thing? Obviously, not about Sbarne. Daman nanor kiya nama. So, but would you say like my settle or spanela to say, alright, nah, I'm thinking big, you know,
Wait
thinking
till
outside of the box.
it bounce back to Ntwela wana Prague or when you start to feel pelo. I know everything is Thomas somewhere and then I wanna already say lo sira kanchi ba fello. Siska bagre.
Yeah.
So can I learn to you na. So and so far keep about the mistakes keep bilang litso na in the process it becomes adventurous and interesting. Wow, pila I wanna calling get like around to three no. So you are always waiting for that day now because already like 7 years down the line, are you saying even if it's slow learn, I didn't learn at least something no one sorry but until if it will tell like, you need pain, no pain, no gain. So if you didn't feel pain during the trial, I don't think the lessons that they need to last.
Okay. But you make a fair point.
So and I'm saying nine Korean panela in that way already. I'm getting to be sure and I'm getting to understand there's no magic for to be successful. You need to do things correct. You need to pay this, you need to pay this, you need to pay this, you need to plan things correctly. Come plan. There's no like magic. Like thing is, but the main base, you need to do things correctly. System the certain documents you need to have and the certain things, especially if you want to advance it to a corporate thing, because that is the end goal. You cannot start something that was wanna fella more gas. It has to be something maybe at some point head office, branch, you understand? So depending on what you're doing, even if the company do whole way, but the end goal should be supposed to be mass production.
Have you gotten into farming before?
Huh?
Okay. So logistics, really entertainment business.
Logistics, yeah, and entertainment business, and those things they create the other like kidding plans like keep on in the process. Sorry, in fact, I'm a developer one because
You're a business developer.
yeah, I'm a developer because like I came up with a like maybe like assistance. For example, the name of the company was COVID Travel Coaches. So the plan was to have COVID Airlines until a COVID Foundation. There is also COVID Foundation, by the way. These are companies selling registered. Besides the airline is just an example, or maybe it would have advanced to that. And you can check out from a black person. So visionary. That was what was gonna work. Unfortunately, as I told you briefly, ke ba busy le meremo wa ka wa nthola ra ga re reka ko bathong ba ba rona wa nthola batho ba le bona ba tsere advantage because I was too young and all that ko re na le busy one re rekile ko Cape Town. Yeah, it was 64 seater semi luxury. It was nice, man. If you check it on my Instagram pictures, you'll see when I look at that picture.
It's still there, ne?
Yeah, it's still there. So it's yeah. Mara kai maybe it was not time. Maybe that's why Mudima tlogetse tse di diragala. But anyway, ra baya PCA they are finding mechanical problems like one. Mario Span and re line vela cross border transport out from Johannesburg to Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe.
Yeah. Nale ka permit cross border. Yeah, and then Bulawayo, Harare, Maswingo, ki di routes are and then they khonira gape they went to Cape Town. Yeah, through a company by Lukman Logistics or Park Station. So even now we still have that subcontract. I understand. So just that what happened to us because I was 19 years and partner I nearly 18 years. So then I came to Pilivankon with race and everything, and we can see things together. Good. That's why I think it's a vision beyond everything else. Yeah, then those things they don't come for free. One has to gamble with something. One has to maybe learn something, try something. So keep perspective le approaching an age right. Antoine.
Yeah.
So rapaya go playing a lorry. Okay. I was saying busy there are mechanical problems.
Yeah.
It's span Ribona Zaga Veleke. So right again. Cross border doesn't need Christian at Robe. And that time like limiting next night full knowledge I was young.
Yeah.
Negative I felt like ambition. Yeah, like this is possible. And if I can do this, or maybe
You can make.
I can make it.
Yeah.
On top. Had no energy, Lizaga or the age, but from one opportunity. Ya ukawata motho and when the time where you all
Yeah, you're all.
you got your all and your vision, you know, believe I into I can do it. And we tool. I didn't even know what next na mechanical knowledge pa. But no one or opera monal breakdown. Radiator ya base ya 4,000. I don't know what you to Spanish. You go to Spanish motokana even to you know what happen ya what disconnecting. Or motano figure breakdown. You mona matire it's a basic 5,000.
5,000.
Yeah, 5,000 one. You can double XL. Maybe like 16. So
Eish.
you can imagine muthanza ura lotse wena untso sa mo believer o sa mo builder something. And kamo bisela the first time I bought it. Maybe another price was catch a bit, but I was supposed to have went for the correct day. That's why I was doing things right. It's about there's no magic. It's about doing things in a correct way. If Neki that time for it, cross border nyaga a new bus or a semi new bus, and then it's not the mechanical fault sepaya and acing rear engine. Nyaga nina engine akombra with a fisa engine. Driver I or in a smoke kunyan. So then I break down in severe. That's why I'm sorry, I'm not speaking other companies bad, but for example, Patco when I got Bissau and the staga Hali. I don't know now. It's because of most kiddy engine. Well, from my experience, if the front engine driver couldn't come and I'm triggering yeah, my first then what breakdown into so I'm not. So ends I'm saying I had to pay a lot of price for small things, a lot of motor things for selfish. And problem the society about because as I told you, I suffer from I don't know how to categorize this thing. Age what?
Yeah, but I understand. I think compared to let's say the first world countries like over USA and whatever, it's like I think black people are starting to be the first generation most things. Gonna be trauma no until like the first generation of ahan to my first generation of batrans. So if you like around any more sikinyana ela ebaya ela ya motho a khone accepta bona motho mong a tswela pele because re hodile ka ntho ya hore it's not possible for us until so motho a shine it's like it makes you look in the mirror and say hey mara what have I been doing with my life
problem ka ba ra kgethelana santse motho pele ya mara re botsana mara emotionally spiritually akinya gore Mike a fihle kai podcast ga ebe theo mama or e be kai but a person won't tell you and energy I'm a believer of energy or energy in fact is got power but what buy into guy energy kai e limit hang wa bona re lena e kgono you slow down so that's why I believe on changing environments until o cheke le magwa phela bang jone magwa a buy le data same time magwa via mo I want a continental drift a valley economy mona ling you rent. I'm not saying we should do it or anything. I'm just saying there's something to learn there. You can't be in the same place and expect growth, especially a place where maybe you were born. Go on. Have a period of exploring because life I don't think would be interesting for you to or like spend your life how until one.
Mara what if let's say no diploma cards 15 down company ke blome go ka se go back room ke buy polo on the line ya zaka ya ona every weekend take up register ro what do you say to a person like
no a person like that I can't say much I can only say mutu braga wipe offer like me wipe offer and wipe full and what limited so there's an example let's assume the first like very second like this one guy once said more I think more fasting what the or you stand scanner or you stand scanner or you PC so it's up to you or the goal are or comfortable fit guy so but also I cannot judge them because then I believe there was a point of my life like any boy would. I did gaming, plasma, go to room. I did those things. I had that experience. Kind of going to plan or buy those things. On top, but I didn't grow up got privilege. So I think to contribute to the so like the poverty. No talk so too much. Like now I'm speaking from my own experience. On top. So if you relate as a viewer, it's fine. But the reality without pride, Corey, most of us are coming from
poor background.
disadvantaged backgrounds. So very few black people were not have from
Privilege.
a well-off family. So I'm not shy to say how can you be shy about something like that? Yeah, so sometimes network can comfortable. That one. Yeah, so it goes, my brother. If we're now you want to three fella, it's a more but some of us or some people we want different things. So problem kawa to gore. So number like some of us like on a business journey, you can suffer for 10 years. Do you know that? Or even more. You must check even what working KFC or maybe many other known established companies, body LV, whatever. They started in to the they didn't start get success. Some of the things maybe we can benefit one hour, maybe we can benefit but the point would be we told me into it and then you are the first person to introduce it. Until maybe it's a purpose. Because obviously we just pay without purpose. If you wanna get people say, oh, we're comfortable, look on the big room, who am I to judge you?
Okay.
Antoine.
More braga, facts, you know, and we should actually speak more about that because even when we do speak again, because we feel like even in terms of business, you know a lot, and I think you can also offer a lot to like the viewers just in terms of like business and you know how they can grow in business. Nigga go what's up like the music industry, because before it's like even on social media you're quite big for a promoter, like it's almost like an artist.
Never fit.
No, but it's almost like an artist. That when I hope post today I host. There's always interaction.
Aish. Yeah, maybe can into some growing, but I do see a growth going on. Now, and also I think in Tulio, you confirm the fact that birds of same feathers they flock together.
Yeah.
Like energy out there. They say I energy, the love of music and passion and a vision. So add that value to my life. Come home maybe with or maybe engagements there and this because of because I had a plan, no man. I cannot just keep on as I told you, get into entertainment, get to me like into vele. At gonna get the event. Sorry. And if it's a more again, business. And also when it comes to business, tend to create into a relationship. Tend to create into a fit. Kawini sagaso, Luna wini sagaso. So into entira so unto or emonokona loya go shupunya makulene. For example, unto buy. My fellow damanu denawis. My fellow guy honor man. I will take it to bring it tomorrow.
So how about for artists? How do artists get booked? So for example, a lot of the times a DJ
yeah. Unfortunately the DJ I don't understand something fit. But now I personalize, they're quick to personalize. And quick to personalize. The DJ. They can't wait to have that platform and they don't want to go through the process. They just want to be Gabs now. They just want to be Maporesa now. They just want to be understand like Oscar Bona. When you go immediately peak. And there's processes, so like it's a little move to anyway, it's go through them. Like, for example, as an organizer, we look at talent is number one. Yeah, talent thing. Yeah. We also look at your profile. Because if you can sign you, let's say Kirka Buka for 10K or 20K, for example, I'm buying a service. And not only a service, I'm buying also your brand, your followers. So that forms value ya booking ya gago. So and you didn't just grow up as an artist or value tomorrow. You worked hard. You've been through certain processes, which Luena no say or trying to go through. So. But because of perseverance, passion, and trial and error, fixing mistake, look, they never brand they level by Frostana. Look at the journey of Black Coffee. He didn't start about money reborn today. Familiar somewhere, everyone, any DJ, even if you can check, there's some good DJs that are upcoming, and you can see already what happened. So the upcoming thing, the young adult know, and about check your. But do I have that following now yet? I'm not saying it's we are only looking at that or we cannot accommodate. We do accommodate such DJs, but I'm just explaining in detail or king to irang pila DJ bookie. Like the core is it. There's the exceptions, but exceptions are not a booking. Kamu shoot lawa remo na daman morfa. Or again, there was a joke where motofu or the again Detroit. For Detroit, let's part. That's right. It's a joke that I saw on Facebook, but that actually implies what. Again, I was like a deserving treatment, not because our budget it's not really there. It was an exceptional bookie.
And you know,
and it's hurtful as MT. So it's not easy.
It's not easy to you. And to add on to what you're saying, you know what I believe, ne?
Yeah.
When I believe, first of all, the one thing we're getting wrong, entitlement, the entitlement, first of all. And second, is that personalized. Sometimes, if how bookie you and some look in the mirror, we put some why was some book. You understand?
Yeah.
Why na fee that just simply means that you're not working hard enough. And what you just need to do is to work hard enough.
Sure.
Work on your brand, work on your social media, push content. How many DJs have actually hit you up?
It's a lot.
Half it or sharp and rumele something. Or are naked. How many people have you gotten that do that?
A lot.
So people are not even prepared. Motobat opportunity, but they're not even prepared for their opportunity.
You know, I would like to confirm and also add on what you're saying. Artists it's got about their own mind. This thing about, for example, you have to risk, you have to take your all and invest in your, because it's your vision first before everyone. You have to attract yourself first. Kadi plans before you go ba attract or ba book or whatever. It's serious first. Have a proper PR. Ang thola and manage like patala mang out to say credit followers niya promotion and about tega. And we did all those things. Now from my page to even get to it is I had to artist maybe say 1.5 thousand rand sample mixtape niya or 2K depending on the artist. Yeah, then it get to a point where okay, wale brotherhood some of the artists like one of them taram to TRP because he's the main guy really available in Nantwe. There was a point nigga man get clear this thing because now like that period then to like somebody passing and the business into freelancing so it's like one agar feel like na lokong paisi sa niya na some of the things are starting to get expensive. You are no man. Let me help you. Then his friends started also Batusa the movement so Lena Tusa is always possible. So Kyonan to sustaining the brand their massive shutdown. So obviously at the neighbor with other things in life so it's how life in fact in general is supposed to be. It is true when they say strangers are mostly where your salvation may arise from. But relief or assistance or a plug, it's not always the people around you. Sometimes you have to risk something. I mean, if I did not risk, how was I going to meet these people?
The guys that you met, yeah.
Or how was I going to know his friends? I'm going to say, no, how was I even going to start a brand from the onset? Or internet like sustainer? Yeah.
Okay, no, my brother. So like we're almost out of time.
Yeah,
but
sure.
Like in closing, on you know, what message would you like to leave with the people out there?
Yeah, I'd say and sometimes it's beyond your control, like your inflation, economy down, rentally. So believe in yourself, and then scatter about your last to put in yourself, like to invest in your own whatever that you believe in, because freedom does not come from a fixed amount to say merego fela if ke spane ba dilo tse ding tse di etsang, because one income really it will limit you. Nothing starts your success overnight. Be willing to lose and learn and fix until you fulfill your until. But now imagine if you have 5 sources of income come on span. So you see it's nice.
Yeah, it's
If you're at a span, so la pile ka span, but at least try to sell other things, because even if um kwa o kry 20 rand, kwa o kry 50 rand, kwa o kry 10 rand, when that money comes together, it's no longer
20 rand.
20 rand.
Yeah.
So it becomes something. Then that's something maybe we're gonna cover the bills because the aim is to be relieved. Ona o ka ba le relief, and then o gonna lo plana o tsenye go into tse. So people should plan and should also believe and invest in themselves at all costs. Because if you are losing money for a first trial, it's not all lost, because you saw something that you were not aware of before Ottoman Twill. All along, I didn't know what like the basis something but no, I know now. I know because I paid the price. So be willing to pay the price, because there's no shortcut in life. Babang baya school mag-graduate degree, they pay the price. So ko tse ngwana wa thaya the school fees, the kaulo, other days wa kawate ainge. So you already the award. So everything is an award. But now be willing to pay the price. The price comes in many ways. Snacks. So I'm trying to answer, to give you scenarios, what people should do. Yeah. So you sacrifice many things. Maybe your last car or whatever for yourself. If someone isn't really worth your plan and vision, do it. Like sacrifice stuff if I'm not sponsor, because I don't think sponsor fit to say attracted can twist at home. Sponsors can tell already or invest and tell like by one and demand at least something to talk about. Or trailer 1 2 3. Then positioning eso. Then we're not tools. So the important thing is starting. So in conclusion, I'd say guys, don't be afraid of starting. Be willing to take risks for now. If you lose, you might lose money, but you learn a lesson. For the next time, you can apply that lesson. For the next time, so of it.